Hello, welcome to Talking Pro Football with Mike, Domin and Tom. And for the third week in a row, our special guest, Vette.
Hey.
This is our Thanksgiving edition, week 13. And with that, we're going to dive right into it. Domin's going to lead us through the picks. Here we go.
Yay. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Yay.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Week 13. So a couple things I want to start with really quick. We have two military veterans on our set, Michael and Vette. Thank you. And we got a firefighter on our set with Tom. Thank you. And while we're thanking people, our technical director, Pete Terzian, behind the camera.
Thank you, Pete.
All right. So before we do anything, we're going to go look at our records because you guys like to see. There we go. Tom in first place, 117 and 60. I have taken over second place, 113 and 64. Michael is now in last place. So this segment will be a little longer.
We're going past the segment. We're done with this already.
This segment will be a little longer now.
We're already going
right here. We'll see who's in last place. All right. So, guys, we say this every week.
Opposite order of the name of the show, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, just saying.
Guys, saying it ain't changing. Don't worry about it.
We say this every week. We are not professionals. We're not ex-football players. We're just regular guys and ladies. We just like pro football. That's all. We're not experts by any means. But you always say we love it because our show, we dive right in. So without wasting time, let's go to Thanksgiving. Gentlemen and lady, we got 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. So let's start with a 1 o'clock game. Green Bay at Detroit. Both teams, it's kind of like this. I think I'm going to simply go with Detroit because they're home. It's that simple. Tom?
I think I was kind of going to say the same thing, but I'm going to go with Detroit in this one as well.
Mike?
He doesn't want to lose his lead no matter what. He's always going to pick the same stuff. Sadly, they're both, Detroit is at home, so they should really take it away. And I think they're going to want to give Green Bay a little payback for the first game of the season when the Packers whooped them. I'm going to go Lions, though.
I'm going Green Bay all the way. I think they're going to pull it out. So.
Okay. Our 4 o'clock game, KC at Dallas. Everything points to Dallas should win this. It's at home. But again, until you chop the head off the snake, I'm going to go with the snake. And sorry, Kansas City, that's y'all. But until somebody beats Kansas City, they're just fine. They know Kansas City knows they can't lose. They can't lose. They're already 4 games behind in the division. I'm going to go with Kansas City just finding a way.
I think for the same reason. I think Kansas City knows. I think Dallas knows that they're kind of in a must-win position too. But I think between the two teams, Kansas City is more used to playing in those type of games. So I'm thinking just for that reason alone and the fact that, they can't afford to lose anymore. So I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Now, one thing, Dallas, so if you guys, you know how we love this time of year because now we see the charts all the time on who. Dallas has now moved in that hunt. So they're going to be fighting heavy pretty too. But, Mike, who do you have this? Kansas City, Dallas?
Well, as the only person who took the Cowboys last week, I'm going to double down. We're doing the Cowboys again. And the reason is exactly what Dama was saying. This is a playoff game for both teams. However, it's in Dallas, and Dallas's defense, now that they can stop the run with those 2 new defensive tackles they got, Dallas is looking a lot more like an actual complete team. They no longer have a defense that's just let everybody score every time. I'm going Cowboys.
I'm sorry. I'm never going to vote for the Cowboys, especially if they're playing Kansas City. I think Kansas City is going to come because they really need this. I think they're going to come
Cowboys.
in. I understand that, but I'm never rooting for the Stars. So you don't have to worry about that. Moving on.
All right, the night game. Cincinnati at Baltimore. Cincinnati. Baltimore, even though they haven't looked good the last couple of weeks, they still been winning. And Baltimore knows that Pittsburgh is right on their butt. I'm going to go with Baltimore at home.
I think Baltimore is, they're a little up and down, but I think they know where they have to go. They know what kind of team they are. They're starting to rely a little bit more on Derrick Henry, when they need to. So for that case, for that reason, I think just for that, I'm going to go with Baltimore in this one.
Mike?
Baltimore is looking better. However, this week, Cincinnati gets back Joe Burrow. They also get back Jamar Chase, neither of which ones they had last week. I think they're both going to be itching to prove something, and it is a divisional game. Those are always super close, head-to-head like that. I'm going to go with the upset, especially since I'm in last place. Bengals for me.
Let's go, Baltimore.
All right, so we actually get a Black Friday game.
I know.
Friday, 3 o'clock, the Chicago Bears at Philadelphia Eagles. This, I think, will be good.
Don't do
All
it.
right. I think Chicago's going to pull the upset and beat Philly at home.
Yeah, see, I still, like I said last week, I think Chicago is a year ahead of what I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be playing this well next year. They're actually doing it this year. But I think Philly knows that they have not been playing up to their standards. And as much as I hate to say it, I'm going to have to go with the Eagles in this one. So I got the Eagles.
All right, Vette.
I'm going to go Eagles. Totally just to mess with him.
Okay.
Now let's bring it in so we'll hear the real
because
thing.
they really need this game. They know they need this game, and they're at home. So I think they're going to pull it out.
They don't need it as bad as you think they need it. However, the Bears last week won a game using 5 backups on their defense alone. Eagles have not played good for 5 games in a row. Coincidence? I think not. Go Bears all the way. They're going to win it. I don't care if we are a 7-point underdog according to Vegas. Vegas is stupid. They don't know what they're doing. That's why they make all the money.
Okay.
Bears.
That made sense. All right. Now we go to Sunday. Let's go to Sunday, 1 o'clock. LA Rams at Carolina. Very simple. Guys, I say this every week. I think the Los Angeles Rams are the best team in the league. Yeah. So this is, I think they buried Carolina. Tom?
I think they showed it last week. You know, the Bucks are not playing well, but they absolutely embarrassed the Bucks. Embarrassed them. So much that I will still say, and I will say it on this show, fire bowls. I will say it over and over again. You don't. Anyway, we're not talking about them. Talking about the Rams. I'm going with the Rams in this one. Sorry, I was having
Clear.
Yeah. Woo. Okay, I'm back. Rams.
Michael?
The Rams are the class of the NFC, and they proved it last week. Offense, defense, special teams, not a single mess up anywhere. All of them firing, and Matthew Stafford is playing like he wants an MVP and a Super Bowl trophy. I'm going to go Rams.
Rams all day.
All right, the next game, San Francisco at Cleveland. Now, I know Cleveland, you are on high right now. Shador Sanders, you did win. Shador, good thing you're smart enough. Just let Shador play the whole year. You know, let him play for the rest and see what happens. But I don't think even with the new energy, with the new quarterback, San Fran just finds a way. Look at last night, how ugly that game was. But San Fran finds a way. I'm gonna pick San Fran over Cleveland.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Even with as bad as San Francisco looked, okay, granted they were playing, Carolina, but still, as bad as they looked, they still won the game. I don't see them playing bad 2 weeks in a row, at least that bad. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco in this one.
Well, I hate to say it, but Brock Purdy, the $65 million man who's under contract for, was it 4 or 5 years?
Probably 5.
But, that's an insane amount of money. And the sad part is Mac Jones, who's like making $1 million, outplayed him. He looks better than Purdy. Purdy is not a $65 million a year quarterback. That's it. Final, period. Now, San Francisco has not been playing good, period. And if McCaffrey ever gets hurt, San Francisco's done. They're just done. I think Cleveland. I think Cleveland's defense is going to show up. They got a new energy in the building. Shador Sanders looked a hell of a lot better the second week than he did the first week. I expect even a little bit more improvement. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go Browns.
That's San Fran at Cleveland.
San Fran all day.
Okay. And by the way, I think they got Mac Jones for $19.99.
Yeah,
on special.
all right. I think it's a Black Friday deal they got.
Houston at Indy. Indy, I've given up. You had us all fooled. Yeah. You were above average, and that's it. You had Kansas City, and you let them come back in. I'm going to pick you because you're home. You got a good record. You'll still probably make it in the playoffs, but you are not a top Angelon team, and you can't blame us for picking it. But I'm going to go with Indy because it's at home. But unfortunately, Indy, you're not the great team we thought you were.
I think just being at home gives them, the 2 or 3 point that, they need to win this, because I think this was going to be a close one. Houston's starting to play a little bit better than they started out the year with. But I think if they just, if Indianapolis just even shows a little bit of what they've been doing, they're going to pull this one out at the end. So I'm going with Indianapolis in this one.
Well, the upset picks continue. Houston sacked how many times last week?
7.
7? Thought it was 10.
No, that was Cleveland that sacked.
Oh, okay. Houston destroyed them. Houston's defense is for real. And Indiana Jones, not Mac Jones, sorry. Indiana Jones showed us that if you shut down Jonathan Taylor, he can't put the team on his back to win. Okay? Some quarterbacks, Josh Allen, can. They can put the team on their back and they can say, I'm going to go win this game. Baker Mayfield's one of those guys. Indiana Jones isn't it. I'm going to go with Houston.
Vette?
Show me what you got, Houston. I'm picking you.
All right, New
Split down
Orleans.
middle.
New Orleans at Miami. All right, Miami. Woo. Woo. You're gonna. You know what's gonna happen, Miami? I'm gonna tell you right now. You're gonna win some of these last games because you played crap, and you're gonna leave. You're not gonna make the playoffs, but you're gonna leave with a good feeling, and you're gonna be dumb enough, and you're gonna keep your head coach and watch the playoffs again for the next few years. Tuna fish. But
Who are you picking though?
all that said, I'm gonna still pick you because you're playing New Orleans. Because you're playing New Orleans.
Almost anybody else I would go with, but this week, Carolyn, I'm going with them. So they better win. I'm going to go with the Dolphins in this one. So
I think New Orleans is going to be fine. I think Kellen Moore will have it. They're totally rebuilding. It's his first year, so Saints fans, just be patient. It takes time.
Yeah, Shuck. He's a rookie. He's playing like a rookie, and he's not playing like a first-round rookie. So, as much as it pains me to say it, at least Tua's got some experience, and he's still got Waddle on his receiving core. So, normally, if it was anybody else, I'd say forget the fish, but go Dolphins.
and even though he's not been playing well, I don't think Kamara's playing.
No.
I think he's going to be
Yeah,
out.
think he's
gonna be out.
Kamara's out, which
Yeah.
is another reason to
I
say
doubt he'll play anymore. Yeah.
that.
Miami, throw me a bone, please. I have to go home to a man who loves you as a team. Please
Did the
do something
Dolphins-
for me.
Did the Dolphins make him cry? Like the song?
We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to talk about it.
This
Please do something.
This will be an easy one just because it's not worth too much talk. Atlanta at the New York Jets. I'm actually going to go with the New York Jets just because Atlanta's like this. I don't think Kirk Cousins can put two good games back together. Sorry, Kirk, you're a nice guy. It's just, I'm happy you're making money, but I'm going to go with the Jets over
I don't know.
Atlanta.
It's still the Jets. So I'm going to go with Atlanta in this one.
All right, Michael.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. This is an absolute coin flip. You could go either way. The Jets could have a good game and say, "Hey, we won one." And Atlanta, what's his name? Kirk Cousins could turn around and throw 4 interceptions and just give it to the Jets. I have no faith in Atlanta whatsoever. Just flip of a coin. Aren't they playing at the Jets?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jets are home team. I'll pick the Jets.
I'm picking Jets because they're at home. It's going to be a snooze fest, I think.
All right.
Actually, I think it's a great game. It's just going to be sloppy as hell.
Arizona at our Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa, we don't have to say much. You got embarrassed. I mean, just embarrassed. And Arizona, Jacoby Brissett's a nice dude, but he is a career backup. You lose to him. Tom's gonna kill someone. All right, I'm joking. If anybody in the law enforcement's really watching, but Tampa's at home. They're gonna be pissed. They know they can't mess around anymore. I'm going to go Tampa over Arizona.
But if I do have a good attorney, so that's okay. I'm going to be actually at this game this week, so hopefully Tampa will win this one. So I'm going to go with Tampa. I still haven't really heard yet. We record on Tuesday, so I don't really know yet how bad off Baker's injury is. From what I've heard, it's not bad. So he should be playing. If he's playing, and maybe we get Bucky back this week, I don't know. But I think Tampa knows that they were thoroughly embarrassed. They don't want that to happen again. So I'm going to go with Tampa Bay.
Well, I'll tell you what. I like the Bucs, and here's why. Baker Mayfield. Boomer Sooner all the way. Baker Mayfield refuses to lose. He will not let it happen again. Yeah, the Rams embarrassed us, but then again, with all the injuries we have, and then Baker getting hurt and not even playing the second half, yeah. And we already said the Rams are the best team in the NFC. So, but I think Baker's and the Bucs got enough to go ahead and take down Arizona. And Jacoby Brissett, Domin's right. He's a career backup. This guy is never going to be a starter ever. And that's about it. So go Bucs, go. That.
I'm not even gonna look up for this one because the Bucs have disappointed me so much this season. But go Bucs.
Okay. And Jacoby Brissett, it's not personal. You seem like a good dude.
You just seem like a second string. That's all.
Jacksonville at Tennessee. Again, Jacksonville does this, but Tennessee can't put two sentences together, much less a game. Jacksonville.
Yes, I just don't even really need to. I think Jacksonville all the way in this one too. I don't think there's much to discuss in this one.
Jacksonville has a defense. Tennessee doesn't have anything at all except starting quarterback in Cam Ward, and they're halfway there to ruining him. And kind of surprised he's still in the game and still playing with all the hits the poor kid's taken. Jags all the way.
Jacksonville, end of story.
And bless you, by the way. That was the cutest sneeze ever. Okay. All right, let's go to the 4:05 game. Minnesota at what I think is probably the second best team in the NFC, Seattle. If you guys haven't been watching Seattle, they are burying everybody, and they went toe-to-toe with the Rams. They literally missed a field goal at the end. So I think Minnesota goes into a loud Seattle, and Minnesota, J.G. McCarthy, nothing personal. You got a lot. Minnesota fans, it is only his fifth or sixth start, but you got to show us more. Seattle.
Yeah, I'm going Seattle all the way in this one too. Seattle.
Yeah, Seattle's doing great, and I will say this, J.J. McCarthy, me and you talked about this, Dom, and when they drafted him, we were like, why? I'm sorry, I just don't see it. I don't think he's that great a quarterback. Granted, it's only 5 games. He's still basically a rookie because his first year was redshirted. But I think the Vikings are in serious trouble, and they're definitely going to need to bring in somebody else at quarterback, at least for competition next year. Because J.J. McCarthy, I don't think he's the answer. So, yeah, no on the Vikings for me.
Let's go Seattle.
Seahawks all the way.
All right, the 4:25. Vegas at the Los Angeles Chargers. I like Pete Carroll. I've always liked Pete Carroll, but that team just sucks. Sorry, Vegas. It just sucks. You got the most badass stadium. It looks like the Death Star. Mm-hmm. And you got that silver and black but boy, you guys, it's just not there. Gino and sorry. And Harbaugh knows that they lost ugly last week. They're definitely in the playoff hunt. I think the Chargers rebound and beat Vegas easy.
I think part of with Vegas is they're playing with patch over both eyes.
Yeah.
And they're not playing at all. They get rid of their offensive coordinator already. So they're going to be coming into this game with a whole, things being shuffled around. I can't see them pulling it out. I could be wrong, because the Chargers are another one of those that are up and down. But I'm going to go with the Chargers in this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the Chargers. I love Ashton Jeanty. I thought it was a great pick. I love Brock Bowers. They're great. However, Geno Smith is absolutely, again, same thing. Jacoby Brissett, Geno
good dude,
Smith,
just a backup.
Good guy, but he's just a backup. You got a backup quarterback. You got no offensive line. The Raiders are an absolute mess. The Chargers are a mess, too, with their offensive line. However, the Chargers have Justin Herbert. And Justin Herbert versus Geno Smith is no contest whatsoever.
Yeah.
Chargers all the way.
Let's go Chargers!
All right, I think this is going to be a very fun game. Buffalo at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh knows that Baltimore just seeded them from the playoff if it did today. And the last time we saw Buffalo, they were getting embarrassed on the field. So even though it's at Pittsburgh, I think Josh Allen comes in ready, and I think Buffalo beats Pittsburgh. I think it'll be close, but I think they do it.
Second team is the Steelers, but I don't know. I think for almost the same reasons. I think Buffalo knows they have to win. They not only have to win, they got to look good. They got to look good doing it, and they haven't been looking like Buffalo Bills in the past have. So I think it's going to be a close game. I think being at home, Pittsburgh's going to stay in it a little bit longer than they probably should. But I can't see. I see Buffalo winning it at the end, maybe with a field goal, but it's going to be close.
Buffalo is going to win this game. And here's the best part. They're talking about Aaron Rodgers starting. Well, why didn't he start last week against the Bears? Oh, yeah, because he's a scared little biatch. That's why. Because if he was healthy enough to start this week with his hurt little wrist, then he would have been healthy enough to start last week against the Bears. But he was too much of a chicken. So I'm going to go Buffalo all the way. Pittsburgh's going down again.
I'm sorry. I think Pittsburgh is going to take it by a field goal at the end. So let's go black and yellow.
Okay.
And it very well could. That's what I'm saying. I think that was going to be a close one.
It will be. The night game, Denver at Washington. I think Denver has probably the best defense
Let's go Broncos.
in the league. And very much like, kind of like New England and Philly and San Fran. Denver doesn't look pretty sometimes, but they find a way to win. And without Daniels, let's face it, Washington's just a shadow of themselves. Yeah. Even though it's at Washington, I'm going with Denver finding a way to win.
I'm going to this is a game I would have liked to have watched last year at this time. I think both teams are really on the up last year. I think just in the one season, whether it be injuries or whatever it be, Washington has not played up to the way they played last year. In saying that, Denver has even advanced a little bit more than they did last year. So I'm just with that alone, I'm going to go with Denver.
Well, I agree with you on that. Washington's a shadow of themselves. And a big part of that isn't just Jaden Daniels. Their defense sucks. Like Miami Dolphins sucks. They're really, really bad on defense. The Commanders are absolutely garbage right now. So, yeah, I'm not picking Commanders.
Let's go Denver.
Broncos all the way.
Yeah. And while we have it, Washington, what a stupid name for the Commanders.
Absolutely.
Well, just at FYI, you should have taken a lesson from Florida State University, where they have a good relationship with the Seminole tribe. How badass would that have been to have the Washington Comanches or the Washington Apaches? All you would have had to do is get with these groups and tell them that you're embracing them. But no, you went with the Commanders. Great. Oh, and we can't even put a commander on there. You got to put a W. Great, Washington. You deserve to lose with your W.
Everybody I know calls them the Washington Commodes.
Yeah.
So, flush.
So speaking of W's, the Monday night game, the Giants at New England. First of all, even though he threw a lot of picks with us and we never won much, we all like Jameis. Jameis is a good dude. And I'll tell you what, even though they lost, they played a great game. And that last pick he threw, I said it when we watched it. Yeah. I don't think that was Jameis's fault. I think the receiver maybe cut it off. But anyway, that being said, Jameis, as much as we like you, you guys are going into a red hot. And yes, Vette and my buddy Tim Dione and my buddy Hal, yes, your Patriots that are on a roll, I think will stay on a roll. Yes. New England will win at home. Tom?
I think there's not a doubt in this one. I think New England by double figures almost, I think. Almost.
Really? You think double figures?
Double figures.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than people
10.
think.
No,
I'll tell you what, the Giants still have a decent defense. I mean, granted, they give up the fourth quarter leads 5 times in a row. But other than that, Jameis has been playing really good. They've been putting up good points against a really good Lions defense. I mean, they've been playing really good ball. I think it's a lot closer than people think. However, New England does have a complete team. Offense, defense, special teams. And so far, they haven't played anybody with a good defense yet. That's kind of the thing. I'm going to go for the upset. Screw the Patriots. I'm going to go Giants all the way. There you go.
Okay.
He's just being hateful because I didn't pick his Bears, but that's okay. 3 cheers for the red, white, and blue. Let's go, Patriot Nation!
Yes.
Actually, I thought red, white, blue, America. Okay. Yeah. I will say this. Now, like I said, the Patriots, they are a very good team, and they probably will win. I will probably lose that pick. However, just like the Bears, they haven't played everybody, and everybody's kind of like shying off of them going, well, they haven't played anybody yet. We're going to find out. We're going to find out real soon about the Bears against Philly and about the Patriots against the Giants. Those could be 2 upsets, or they could be 2, steps in the right direction of them taking real playoff
You know, the Giants look like they only need a few pieces. And then I remember their general manager. You fired your coach, but you kept your general manager who paid Daniel Jones to get rid of him, gave away your best player who won a Super Bowl. You kept that general manager?
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah.
Saquon won a Super Bowl. Indiana Jones is on a playoff-bound team, and you let both of them go.
And real quick, this is a pro football show, but while we're at it, Florida State University, you're keeping your coach? Well, as a Hurricane fan, I love it.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, everybody.
Speaking of that,
Hey, remember,
you.
remember to put your scale back 10 pounds tomorrow night because Thanksgiving is Thursday, so don't forget to do that. And hey, it's not going to be a good day to be my pants on Thursday. All I'm saying, it's National Stretchy Pants Day, I think.
Stretchy Pants Day.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just excited about the food I'm cooking.
All right, everybody. Thank the Village Players for letting us use this. Thank our technical director, Pete Terzian, behind the camera. All right, like we say every week. What, guys? We want you to like, subscribe, and share.
And have a happy
Thanksgiving. Pete,
I'll be at the game Sunday. Go Bucks!
Go Bucks.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you next week.